reward and punishment, that even in service we want reward and punishment, which is very miserable, isn't it? A dog is domesticated like that. When you want a dog to go and catch a ball, you throw a ball, dog runs, catches the ball, bravo, bravo, the dog is very happy because somebody is batting it. Next time it doesn't catch, you take a stick and beat it. Now it is so well domesticated that whenever you throw a ball, it catches the ball and looks at you to see whether he is saying bravo or not. At times I wonder, are we any better? I do something good, I want to look around, I want people to clap, I want people to say kudos. We are all being domesticated, isn't it? Now service is a nice way to come out of the domestication, so that I do it because the motivation is intrinsic. I do it not because somebody is going to clap, there may not be anybody to see it. In fact, that's why in Dharma it is said, what you give in your right hand should not be known to your left hand. Why? Not because it's humility and all that. There is an actual practical point there, that the moment you do it for the sake of doing, you have become a human, you are no longer an animal. Because the intrinsic motivation makes you do things. The extrinsic reward may come, may not come. When we go on with a little patience, extrinsic rewards also will come. We just have to be a little patient, that's all. And since it is very different from the mode which we are cast, because you are breaking the mode, it's a very revolutionary path. To start with ego will give you a little bit of a creakiness. Always have our vision in mind so that we can go in spite of the creakiness. Over time we taste that love which sprouts out from us when we serve. That would be the wonderful lubrication for the creakiness of the ego as we go. And over time ego has to go. And at that point of time something very new flowers. What we call love as a word we will actually experience. Then there is no reason. The love won't have any condition. It won't have any brackets. Whichever comes in our view, we can shower our love there unconditionally. The love won't have any plans. But there is a divine plan which will take us to places so that the love can be spread. Like a lotus does not bloom planning to spread fragrance. It cannot help spreading fragrance, isn't it? Likewise, when the sun of our wonderful service rises, our love blossoms, and we cannot but help spreading fragrance. Only then can we make the world around us a better place. Otherwise, we are only adding to confusion. With ego in the center, we are not doing any value addition on a long term. With love in the center, we are really doing real service to mankind. Our entire being would be radiant with that positive energy of love. That will make this world a better place, isn't it? So service is a wonderful way to make this flower of love blossom in our hearts. And that is what Dharma is talking about. That's what all our spiritual practices are all about. And that's the easiest and the most practical way, especially for people like us, to start practicing. And let us not forget the ideal while we are walking this path. With an earnest prayer to our Thakurji, whom I hold as the divinity embodied, let us all pray that we start, or rather walk in this path even more rigorously. Let us walk with more love and joy, because never ever imagine joy comes from results. It does not come from results. It is an option we have. We can enjoy doing anything we want to. For a person who is doing gardening for money, he is going to be a very miserable fellow in the sun. For a person who is doing it as a hobby, he is going to be loving the 4 hours of sweating in the sun. Why? It's not the act, it is our attitude, isn't it? So let us do the service with the attitude of a divine offering to the Lord. And then the Hiranyakashipu and the Hiranyaksha will over time have to die. And Prahalada will bloom within us. That let me conclude this speech with that prayer. And I thank you all for coming here. A special thanks to Hindu Center. I at times think that if I had cloned myself, one of it would be working here. I feel very connected with Hindu Center, because when I was virtually unknown in Singapore, it was Hindu Center who embraced me and gave me an opportunity to speak. I had an opportunity to do a little bit of my own little learning with them when we went to the prisons, when we went to the children's camp. It's a need of the hour. There is something called a tipping point. Singapore's, especially the Hindus, state is in a tipping point now. If we allow a few years to pass by without our intervention, it's going to be beyond repair, and the repair is going to be very costly and very difficult. So we are in this very turbulent tipping point times. The positive side is opportunity is you make the adjustments now, we reach out a little more now, it's going to create a very benign effect. And Madras or Chennai is no better. I'm just trying to tell you because I'm in Singapore. This is the time when we need people to think beyond their small circle so that their house doesn't catch fire in the future. You know, many people say, it's not my house which is on fire, it is only that house. But that fire is going to spread, it will come to our house, and at that point of time it may be too late. Let's work before it comes to our house. Let's go out and serve. Let us show the path of love. Let us show the path of harmony. Let us show the path of universal acceptance among all people to show the beauty of Sanatana Dharma. It is a unique Dharma which completely embraces all paths, all faiths. Should we not nourish it? Is it not in the interest of the humankind we nourish it? So it is not a selfish act of Hindus to do this. It is a need of the hour for the whole world to understand universal acceptance, which is the vision we have been given by our Swamiji, which we have completely embraced. So we are not trying to preach Hinduism. We are trying to show a Dharma which shows universal acceptance, which happens to be Sanatana Dharma. There is a big difference, you know, because we have to put a check on ourselves whether am I getting too fanatical at times. And that's a very important check we have to do at times.